There are a lot of invisible hands at work in our country now that shape perception. And I mentioned in passing the decision to take shop class out of high school. I think when we look back, it'd be hard to find a more harebrained decision in the history of modern education than to do that. We have sent such a clear, unintended, invisible hand type message to a whole generation of kids. Not just kids who might have entered the trades as a result of a vibrant, robust shop program in high school, but kids like me who just were like wandering from math to English and might stick their head into a metal shop just to see what was going on, just to see what work looked like in the 9th or 10th grade. That was important. And you mentioned dirty jobs. I appreciate it. That show's been on the air every day for 22 years. 22 years. It's just a long and smelly odyssey from sea to shining sea and feces from every species and misadventures and animal husbandry. And it was so much fun. But it wasn't until recently that I looked back at that and realized, in a way, that's what shop class was. At a glance, it gave people a chance to see what work looked like. I would suggest that a big theme that could come out of this conference is that Pennsylvania can show the country what work looks like. Because the jobs that you propose to create, these are going to resonate with a part of our population who feels invisible, right? We've been telling kids for 15 years to code. Learn to code, we said. Yeah, well, AI is coming for the coders. They're not coming for the welders. They're not coming for the plumbers. They're not coming for the steam fitters or the pipe fitters or the HVAC. They're not coming for the electricians. You know, that Ideas Festival I was telling you about in Aspen, I sat there and listened to Larry Fink say, we need 500,000 electricians in the next couple of years. Not hyperbole. This is me being the alarmist again. There's not a week that goes by in my humble little foundation. It's called Mike Rowe, shameless plug. We award work ethic scholarships every year, right, to kids who want to learn a skill that's in demand. These are trade school scholarships. Not a week goes by where I don't get a phone call from somebody like the Blue Forge Alliance, who oversees our maritime industrial base. That's 15,000 individual companies who are collectively charged with building and delivering 3 nuclear-powered subs to the Navy every year for 10 years, right? 2 Virginia, 1 Columbia class. Mind-bogglingly complicated. This guy calls and says, we're having a hell of a time finding tradespeople. Can you help? I said, I don't know, man. It's pretty skinny out there. How many do you need? He says 140,000. 140,000. Now, granted, over 7 years, but they need 80, 90,000 right now. These are our submarines, folks, right? Things go hypersonic, little sideways with China, Taiwan, whatever. Our aircraft carriers are no longer the point of the spear. They're vulnerable. Our submarines matter. And these guys have a pinch point because they can't find welders and electricians to get them built. Where are they? They said. We've looked everywhere. Do you know? I said, yeah, I know where they are. They're in the 8th grade, man. They're in the 8th grade. And the same thing, the automotive industry needs 80,000 collision repair and technicians. Energy, I don't even know what the number is. I hear 300, I hear 500,000 everywhere. So, not to filibuster, but that's the underlying thing that I just really hope people take from this conference. There is a clear and present freak out going on right now. I've heard from 6 governors in the last 6 months. I've heard from the heads of major companies in the country. It's like a memo has gone out. And people are realizing, you know something? We need to tend to this, both on the PR side and on the demographic. I don't know what to do about the retiring demography. I don't know what to do about 7 million able-bodied men choosing not to work. But I do know that the message to the young men and women in this state that a bright future awaits if they would but learn a skill that's in demand That's going to resonate politically. That's going to resonate practically. It's going to move the needle.